Ching provides a quick and easy way to accept credit cards on a mobile device. Let me show you how this works. Here in my hands I have a Samsung Galaxy S7 phone running Android, and installed is a early beta version of the Ching app. We intend to have this Ching app available for Android and iOS devices, available via their appropriate marketplaces and app stores. So let's check out the app. If you click on it, it will launch a beautiful splash screen with beautiful branding. And then it jumps straight into the details of the application. On the bottom left, we have a charge tab, a history tab, a settings tab, and a search tab. And for the purposes of this demonstration, I just want to focus on the charge and the history tabs. So we'll get into that. So let's do our first transaction. Say I'm a merchant holding this phone and I have just sold $30 in my product or service. I'm going to go up here to the amount field and type in 30 and then hit the charge button. This is going to launch the camera where I can scan the customer's credit card using optical character recognition, or OCR. This is the same technology that you use to scan a document into an editable format. These numbers are then taken and encrypted and used for processing through the device and through our backend servers. This is the first and last time that you will see the full 16-digit card number anywhere in this application. The image is simply there in the background just to verify that you got the right numbers, and that is not stored anywhere in the application either. So let's punch in the expiration date and the CVV on the back of the card. Hit done. There's also a tipping feature now, so once you've entered the amount, if you press $10, that will give you 10% of $30 and we'll add that to the bill. Same thing with 15 and 20%. Those are the most common denominators for tipping. Or you can enter a custom amount here. For the purposes of this demo, I'm just going to hit no tip and move forward. You then enter the cardholder's name, which is Chad, and you give the phone now to the customer and have them sign with their finger. So please excuse my messy handwriting. Continue. At this point, you will be prompted how you want to give the receipt to the customer, whether that be via email, print a receipt via Bluetooth printer, or send no receipt. For the purposes of this demo, I'm just going to hit email receipt, punch in an email address, and then proceed to the next step, send. Now this transaction is going to fail because I entered a dummy card because I don't want to give away my card information via this demo, and it naturally fails because that is the incorrect card info. So it says credit card was declined, would you like to try a new card? I'm going to hit no, and that was it. The transaction's done. So being this a real card, that would have been a transaction complete in the bank, and you'll see that money show up within 24 to 48 hours. So say you were doing that transaction or a different one, and the customer was leery of scanning their card. They didn't want their card scanned via the camera. Well, you have an option right down here on the bottom right that says keyboard. If you hit that, it will give you the option to just punch in the card numbers manually. And then also, if you're doing a transaction at night or in a low light situation, you can hit that lightning button and it turns on the light or the flash for the camera so that you can illuminate whatever you're trying to scan. So that was a good look at the charge tab. Let's check out the history tab. If you're a merchant, you're going to want to know how many transactions you've been doing, when they were, and have reference back to past transactions. Here's a list of tons of demo transactions that I've been doing and real transactions. And here's an example of what some of the transactions look like. They have the last 4 digits of the credit card for easy reference. They have a unique 8-digit alphanumeric code that you can use for reference. And then it also has timestamp and the date stamp, and then the amount. So quick, easy reference as you go down the list. If you click on one of these, it will show you, sorry, that was just a slash, bad one. It will show you an example of the transaction, how much it was, the tip amount, the total, the brand of the credit card that was used, the last four of the credit card, the expiration date, notes if you typed any in, the customer's name and their signature. You'll have this unique confirmation number, and then if the transaction actually processed, you would have an authorization number as well. As you can see, the status of this one was declined, so no authorization number came back. And then a timestamp on the bottom. If you needed to, you could hit the refund button and refund the credit card. You can refund it to the same card or to a different card, which you would need to scan at time of refund. So this is a good look at this app and a quick demo of this app. Let's jump into what the customer's device would look like when they got an email address. So here in my hand is a different smartphone. It's a LG Nexus 5 phone, and I'm just going to quickly check my email on it. And I did a transaction before I started this demo, and it sent me an email address, and I'll click on that email just so you can see what an example would be for the consumer or the customer, what they would have on their device. So it would be clearly how much the customer spent in the biggest lettering on the screen, and then this name right above here, it says Ching, would be the business name. So that could be, you know, Sandy's Sandwiches, or whatever the business name is, and that will show up there so the customer knows at a glance how much they spent and where they spent it. Those are the two most critical things that customers care about. And then further down on the bottom you have the subtotal, the tip, the total amount it was, the authorization number and the auth code or the confirmation code, and then a timestamp and some quick details about which card you used. So great, quick, easy glance at the screen to figure out where you spent money and how if you're the consumer. So that kind of concludes our demo. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll have this product available to you soon. Thanks.